Hi guys! Welcome sa Engineered Math Channel. Sa video na to ay magre-review tayo for Engineering Board Exam Mathematics. So kung gusto niyo itong matutunan, just keep on watching. So ngayon ay i-continue natin yung Engineering Math Board Exam review natin for Algebra 3 Part 1. So dun sa Part 1 ay natapos ako sa item number 15. So ngayon magsimula tayo sa item number 16 para sa Part 2. Okay? So we have a box contains nickels, dimes, and quarters worth a total of $2.10. There are twice as many dimes as quarters. And the number of nickels is 2 less than the number of dimes. How many dimes are there? Okay, so meron tayong nickel, dime, saka quarters na mga coins. So, let X be the number of dimes, let Y be the number of nickels, and let Z be the number of quarters. Sabi yung box daw ay may amount na total na $2.10 pag kinumbine natin yung halaga ng nickels, dimes, and quarters. So dito pala, dapat alam natin kung ano yung equivalent ng nickels, dimes, and quarters. So yung dimes, equal yon saan? 10 cents. Yung nickels, equal yon saan? 5 cents. And then yung quarter, obviously, equal yon sa 25 cents. So, itong 10 cents, 0.10. Yung 5 cents, 0.05. Yung 25 cents, 0.25. Okay, so sa first equation natin, sabi yung total daw ay $2.10. So, we have, multiply natin yung bawat number ng dimes sa equivalent value niya plus yung number of nickels sa equivalent value niya and number of quarters sa equivalent value niya equal doon sa $2.10. So, we have 0.10x plus 0.05y plus 0.25z is equal to 2.10. Okay? Now, para mawala yung decimal point, pwede na natin i-multiply to both sides by 100. So, we have 10x plus 5y plus 25z is equal to 210. Equation 1. Equation 2, punta tayo dun sa second statement. There are twice as many dimes as quarters. So, yung number daw nung dimes, which is x, is twice nung quarter, which is z. So, x is equal to 2z, equation 2. Or gawin natin yung standard form. So, transpose natin tong 2z sa kabila, magiging x minus 2z is equal to 0, equation 2. And then last, we have equation 3. The number of nickels is 2 less than the number of dimes. So, the number of nickels, which is y, is 2 less than the number of dimes, which is x. Okay, so tama. So, gawin uli natin ng standard. So, siguro transpose natin itong y dito, tapos si constant dito. So, we have x minus y is equal to 2. Equation 3. Okay, so therefore, ito yung equation natin. 1, 2, 3. Actually, pwede na natin itong masolve using calculator. So, papakita ko sa inyo kung paano natin ito isosolve using calculator para mas mabilis nyong masolve. Since tatlong variable tayo. Okay? By the way, nirewrite ko muna yung tatlong equations natin in 3 unknowns in this way. So, yung sa second statement, o dun sa second equation, dahil wala tayong y, nilagyan ko ng numerical coefficient na 0 yung y. Tapos dun sa third equation, dahil wala tayong z, nilagyan ko ng numerical coefficient yung z. Para makompleto natin yung pag-input doon sa calculator ng mga numerical coefficients. Okay? Okay, so dun sa calculator nyo, punta kayo sa mode 5. Okay, and then piliin nyo yung number 2. Okay, so dun sa first row, susulat nyo dun yung numerical coefficients ng first equation natin, which is yung 10 equals 5 equals 25 equals, then yung huli yung constant na 210. Okay, then dun sa row 2, dun naman sa numerical coefficients ng second equation natin. Ano yon? Sa x, 1. Sa y, dahil wala, nilagyan ko nga ng 0. So, 0 ilalagay natin doon. Tapos sa z, negative 2. Then, yung constant natin doon ay 0. Okay? Then, dun sa third row, yung numerical coefficients naman nung mga third equation, which is dun sa x ay 1, dun sa y ay negative 1, dun sa z ay 0, and then dun sa constant ay 2. So, dahil na-input na natin lahat, press na natin tong equal. So, yung x, siya yung number nung dimes, which is 8. Yung y, siya yung number nung nickels, which is 6. And yung z, siya yung number nung quarters, which is 4. So, therefore, ang hinahanap natin ay how many dimes. So, therefore, yung x natin yung kukuhain nating sagot, which is 8. Okay? So, therefore, our answer is letter A. Okay? Next, we have the quotient of a two-digit number divided by the sum of the digits is 4. If the number is to be subtracted from the sum of the squares of its digits, the difference is 9. Find the number. Okay, so let x be the tens digit and let y be the ones digit. So therefore, the number will be 10x plus y. Okay, so this is the number. Now, buo na tayong equation base doon sa sentences ng problem. So, sa first sentence, we have the quotient of a two-digit number divided by the sum of the digits is 4. So, pag dinivide down natin yung two-digit number doon sa sum ng digits, which is x plus y, equal daw yung sagot sa 4. So, equation 1. Next, if the number is to be subtracted from the sum of the squares of its digits, the difference is 9. So, pag sinubtract daw natin yung number na 10x plus y from the sum of the squares of the digits, the answer is 9. Okay, so equation 2. So, meron na tayong dalawang equations. Pwede na natin isolve si x and y. So, dito tayo sa equation 1. Solve natin yung isang variable in terms of the other. So, simplify natin to. So, dito na lang. So, 10x plus y is equal to, so, cross-multiply ko tong x plus y sa denominator dun sa 4. So, parang 4 times x plus y. Okay, then, 10x plus y is equal to distribute. So, 4x plus 4y. Okay. Then, transpose ko si 4x dito and then si y dito. So, parang 10x minus 4x is equal to 4y minus y. Then, 6x is equal to 3y. So, therefore, divide natin both sides by 3. So, masasolve natin si y in terms of x na 2x. Okay? Pwede natin i-substitute itong y na to dito sa second equation. So, parang x squared plus 2x quantity squared, right? Kasi yung y is equal to 2x. So, sinubstitute ko dito. Minus 10x plus, itong y, gagawin din natin 2x equals 9. So, simplify. X squared plus 4x squared minus 10x plus 2x is 12x. So, 12x equals 9. So, simplify. So, we have 5x squared minus 12x. Then, transpose na lang natin itong positive 9 dito sa left side para maging 0 yung right side. So, minus 9 is equal to 0. So, obviously, quadratic. So, solve natin by factoring. So, we have 5x, x, 3, 3. So, negative, positive. Tama. Okay? So, we have 5x plus 3 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. So, dito, ang x natin ay negative 3 over 5. Dito naman ay x is equal to 3. So, ito hindi natin matatanggap kasi fraction. So, ito lang integer. So, therefore, our x is 3 o yung tens digit natin ay 3. So, ano naman yung units digit natin? Diba times 2 lang kasi y is equal to 2x. So, 2 times 3 is 6. So, therefore, our tens digit is 3 and our units digit is 6. So, therefore, the number is, kung sasubstitute natin dito, 10x plus y, which is 30 plus 6 is 36. So, the answer is letter A. Okay? Next, we have the difference between two numbers is 12. If 2 is added to 7 times the smaller, the result is the same as when 2 is subtracted from 3 times the larger. Find the numbers. Okay, so let x be the first number. Let y be the second number. So sabi, the difference between two numbers is 12. So let's say, subtract natin sila. So x minus y is equal to 12. Equation 1. Then para sa equation 2, we have if 2 is added to 7 times the smaller. So if 2 is added to 7 times the smaller. So since sa first equation natin, ginawa kong x minus y is equal to 12, yung x yung larger, tapos yung y yung smaller. So larger, smaller. So if 2 is added to 7 times the smaller, which is y, so 7y, the result is the same as, so equals to 2 is subtracted from 3 times the larger. So 2 naman daw is subtracted from 3 times the larger, which is x. So therefore, it is our equation 2. So, gawin natin standard uli itong equation 2. So, magiging ano yan? 3x, so transpose dito si y, 7y, negative, is equal to ito. Transpose natin dito yung negative 2, magiging positive 2. So, 2 plus 2 is 4. Equation 2. So, we have two equation. X minus y is equal to 12, and 3x minus 7y is equal to 4. Cancellation na lang tayo. So, multiply natin tong taas by 7. So, we have 7x minus 7y is equal to 7 times 12 is 84. Then 3x minus 7y is equal to 4. So, subtract natin para makancel itong 7y. So, 7x minus 3x is 4x equals, cancel si negative 7y. So, we have 84 minus 4 is 80. Then, divide both sides by 4. So, we have x is equal to 20. So, the larger number is 20. How about the smaller number? So, substitute natin dito sa equation 1 na lang. So, we have x is 20 minus y unknown is equal to 12. So, therefore, y is equal to, transpose dito and then transpose dito si constant. Y is equal to 20 minus 12 or y is equal to 8. So, therefore, the two numbers are 20 and 8. So, the answer is letter B. Okay? Next, we have an airplane can make a trip of 500 miles in 1 hour and 45 minutes against the wind. If it travels with the wind, it will take 1 hour and 15 minutes to travel the same distance. What is the speed of the airplane? Okay, so let x be the speed of the airplane. So ito yung calm wind. Okay? And then let W be the speed of the wind. Okay, so kapag with the wind, gawa tayong table, and against wind. So rate times time equals distance. So kapag with the wind, ang magiging rate nung airplane ay x plus w kasi sasabay siya dun sa direction ng wind. Kapag against the wind naman, ma-minus mo kasi magka-opposite sila. So, x minus w. So, yung time daw kapag with the wind, 1 hour and 15 minutes. So, yung choices natin ay miles per hour. So, convert natin tong 15 minutes into hours. So, ilan yun? 15 over 60, right? Or 1/4. So, we have 1 and 1/4. Or, in improper fraction, it is 5 over 4. For against the wind naman, 1 hour and 45 minutes. So, 45 over 60 is 3/4. So, 1 and 3/4 kasi may 1 hour din. So, 1 and 3/4 yung against the wind. Or, ano to? 7 over 4. Okay, tapos yung distance daw nila pareho ay 500 miles. Okay, so gawa tayong equation. So, dalawang equation yung mabubuo natin kasi may dalawa tayong variables. So, x plus w, rate times time, which is yung 5 over 4, is equal to the distance 500. Equation 1. So, rate times time equals distance lang. Okay? And then, dito naman sa against the wind, we have x minus w times 7 over 4 equals 500 then. Okay? So, dito muna tayo sa equation 1. So, cross-multiply na lang natin tong 5 port. So, parang magiging x plus w is equal to 500 times 4 over 5. Okay, so anong equal to? 400. And then ito rin, cross-multiply natin yung 7 over 4. So we have x minus w is equal to 500 times 4 over 7. 2,000 over 7. Kasi hindi siya exact. Ngayon, ang susolve natin dito ay yung x, diba? Kasi yung rate of the airplane. So, pwede na lang tayo mag-elimination. So, add natin to para makancel si w. So, 2x is equal to 400 plus 2,000 over 7. So, divide natin to by 2 both sides para ma-solve si x. So, therefore, x is equal to 400 plus 2,000 over 7 over 2. So, using calculator, masasolve natin si x as 342.86 miles per hour. Okay? So, letter A. Okay? Next, we have Roger can walk 4 kilometers in the time it takes Geoffrey to walk 5 kilometers. Roger requires 3 minutes longer than Geoffrey to walk for a kilometer. Find the rate of Roger. Okay, so motion problem. So, let x be the rate of Roger and let y be the rate of Geoffrey. Okay, sabi dun sa first statement, Roger can walk 4 kilometers in the time it takes Geoffrey to walk 5 kilometers. So, yung tinravel daw ni Roger na 4 kilometer ay magkapareho lang ng time sa pag-travel ni Geoffrey ng 5 kilometers. So, suppose yung formula natin ay rate times time is equal d, right? So, therefore, pareho ng time si Roger tsaka si Geoffrey dun sa distance na 4 km at 5 km. So, for Roger, yung rate niya, bali, rate is d over time. Or, t is equal to d over r, right? So, pwede nating i-substitute dito yung t ni Roger na 4 over yung rate niya na unknown, which is x. So, equal yun sa time t. Tapos, ganun din yung kay Geoffrey. 5 kilometers naman. So, 5 over y naman, kasi yun yung representation natin for the rate of Geoffrey, and then equal din sa t. So, pareho sila ng time na t. So, therefore, pwede na natin i-equate yon. So, 4 over x is equal to 5 over y. Equation 1. Next, kuha tayo ng second equation dahil may 2 variables tayo. So, Roger requires 3 minutes longer than Geoffrey to walk for a kilometer. So, suppose daw yung distance nila ay 1 kilometer, yung time daw ni Roger, 3 minutes longer than Geoffrey. So, 3 minutes longer than time ni Geoffrey. Itong 3 minutes, gawin natin siyang r kasi yung mga choices natin ay kilometer per hour. So, 3 over 60 or 1 over 20. So, therefore, ano yung magiging rate ni let's say Roger? So, diba yung representation natin sa rate ni Roger ay x? Distance na 1 kilometer over yung time ni Roger na tj plus 3 over 60 or 1 over 20. Okay? Tapos, ano yung magiging rate ni Geoffrey? So, y naman is equal to 1 over t J. Kasi J yung nirepresent natin na time for Geoffrey. So, therefore, itong x, solve natin for t. So, parang x times tj pala plus 1 over 20 is equal to 1. So, we have x times tj plus x over 20 is equal to 1. So, x times tj is equal to 1 minus x over 20. So, tinranspose ko. And then, we can divide both sides by x para ma-solve natin si tj. So, we have 1 minus x over 20 over x. Or, simplify natin to, parang ito ay 20 minus x over 20x, right? And then, ito, pwede natin ma-solve for tj din. So, cross-multiply lang. So, tj is equal to 1 over y. Ngayon, pwede na natin i-equate itong dalawang tj. So, parang ito, 1 over y is equal to 20 minus x over 20x. So, equation 2. So, pwede nating ma-solve yung dalawang variables using these two equations. So, x na lang yung isolve natin. So, dito sa equation 1, gawin ko na lang tong 4/5 x equals 1 over y. And then, substitute ko tong 1 over y na to as 4 over 5x dito. So, magiging 4 over 5x is equal to 20 minus x over 20x. Okay, so LCD nila ay 20x. So, dito ko pagpapatuloy So, marang makakancel to. Matitira dito ay 4. So, 16 na lang is equal to, ito rin makakancel si 20x. So, 20 minus x. So, therefore, transpose si x, transpose si 16. So, 20 minus 16, x is equal to 4 kilometers per hour. So, therefore, the answer is letter A. 4 kilometers per hour, the rate of Roger. Okay? Next, we have the vibration frequency of a string varies as the square root of the tension and inversely as the product of the length and diameter of the string. If the string is 3 feet long and 0.03 inch in diameter, vibrates at 720 times per second under 90 pounds tension, at what frequency will a 2 feet long, 0.025 inch string vibrate under 2,500 pounds tension? Okay, so variation. So, gawa muna tayo ng equation. So, yung frequency daw varies as the square of the tension. So, directly. So, yung constant of proportionality K times dun sa square root of the tension. Sorry, squared pala. So, square root of, let the tension be letter T. Okay? And inversely as the product. So, pag inversely, nasa denominator. The product of the length and diameter. So, L yung length times diameter D na lang. Okay? So, ano yung mga given? Kailangan kasi nating ma-solve tong case. So, substitute natin. So, if the string is 3 feet long, so we have 3 feet long. So, L is 3. And 0.03 inch in diameter, 0.03. Tapos, yung frequency, 720 times per second. So, 720. And then, 90 pounds tension. So, square root of 90. Okay, so masasolve natin si K as, so cross multiply. So, 720 times 3 times 0.03 over itong square root of 90 sa denominator. So, masasolve natin si K as approximately 6.831. Okay? So, therefore, ang equation natin ay F is equal to 6.831. So, substitute na natin yung nakuha nating K. Then, copy yung remaining expression. Square root of T over LD. Okay? Now, ang tinatanong, at what frequency daw will a 2 feet long, 0.025 inch string vibrate under 2,500 pounds tension? So, substitute na lang natin. So, F is equal to 6.831 times square root of, yung tension ay 2,500 daw, over yung L natin ay 2 feet, tapos yung diameter natin ay 0.025. So, we have 2 times 0.025. So, using calculator, masasolve natin si frequency as 6,830. So, letter B. Okay? Next, we have a man travels in a motorized boat at the rate of 12 kph from his barrio to the town and come back to his barrio at the rate of 10 kph. If the total time consumed is 3 hours and 10 minutes, what is the distance of the barrio to the town? Okay, so gawa tayo ng table. So, represent natin yung rate niya from barrio to town. So, gawa tayo ng row. Barrio to town, as well as yung rate niya town to barrio. Okay, so rate times time is equal to distance. Okay, so yung rate daw from barrio to town is 12 kph, tapos from town to barrio is 10 kph kasi pabalik. Okay, tapos yung total time daw na na-consume ay 3 hours and 10 minutes. So, dahil kph tayo, yung 10 minutes, i-convert natin into hours. So, 10 over 60, right? Or 1/6. So, parang 3 and 1/6 hour. Or, in improper fraction, it is equal to 19 over 6. So, yung total daw ay 19 over 6. So, kung ililet natin yung t para dun sa time, para sa barrio to town, therefore, yung magiging time niya from town to barrio na travel ay ma-minus lang natin yung t sa 19 over 6, which is yung total time. Okay? Kasi yung total nila ay 19 over 6. At yung distance natin na d ay unknown. So, let's denote na lang as d. Pareho naman sila kasi round trip. So, therefore, ang equation natin ay, for barrio to town, we have rate times time equals distance, right? So, 12t is equal to d. And then, town to barrio, we have 10 times 19 over 6 minus t is equal to d. Okay, so, two equations and two unknowns. So, pwede nating masolve muna itong t. Equate natin itong dalawang d kasi equal naman sila. So, 12t is equal to 10 times 19 over 6 minus t. Okay, so, cross-multiply ko yung 10. So, parang 12 over 10t is equal to 19 over 6 minus t. So, transpose ko itong t dito. So, parang itong 12 over 10 muna simplify natin. 6 over 5t plus t is equal to 19 over 6. So, 6 over 5t plus t is 1 and 6 over 5t or 11 over 5t is equal to 19 over 6. So, divide natin both sides by 11 over 5 para masolve natin si t. So, cancel. So, we have t is equal to 19 over 6 over 11 over 5. Approximately 1.439 r. Okay? Pero ang hinahanap natin ay yung distance from barrio to town. So, itong gagamitin natin, 12t is equal to d. So, substitute natin yung t na nakuha natin, 1.439. So, 12 times 1.439 is equal to d. So, the answer is 17.268 or approximately 17.27. So, the answer is letter B. Okay? Next, we have, if 3 is subtracted from the numerator of a certain fraction, the value of the fraction becomes 3/5. If 1 is subtracted from the denominator of the same fraction, the value of the fraction becomes 2/3. Find the original fraction. Okay, so let x be the numerator, let y be the denominator. So, the fraction will be x over y. So, sabi dun sa first statement, if 3 is subtracted from the numerator, so, x minus 3 over y, the fraction becomes 3 over 5. Right? Equation 1. Then, sa sentence 2, if 1 naman daw is subtracted from the denominator, so, x over y minus 1, the fraction becomes 2/3. Okay, so meron tayong two equations in two unknowns. So, masasolve na natin si x and y. So, ito na lang tayo. So, itong equation 1, cross-multiply natin to. So, parang y is equal to 5 over 3x minus 3. Right? Cross-multiply lang. Tapos, substitute natin ngayon itong y dito sa denominator. So, parang x over yung y, gagawin natin 5 over 3 times x minus 3 is equal to 2/3. So, minus 1. Okay? So, cross-multiply natin. So, x is equal to 2/3 times 5 over 3 x minus 3 minus 1. Okay? So, ngayon, cross-multiply natin itong 2/3. So, 3x over 2 is equal to 5/3 x minus 3 minus 1. So, ang LCD natin ay 6. So, multiply natin both sides by 6. So, parang 6 divided by 2 is 3 times 3x is 9x is equal to 6 divided by 3 is 2 times 5 is 10 times x minus 3. Then, 6 times negative 1 is negative 6. So, we have 9x is equal to distribute. So, 10x minus 30 minus 6. So, we have, transpose natin dito si 9x and then yung constant dito. So, 30 plus 6 is equal to 10x minus 9x. So, x is equal to 30 plus 6 or 36. Okay, so, therefore, yung y natin, substitute natin dito, y is equal to 5/3 of 36 minus 3. So we have y is equal to 36 minus 3 is 33. Divided by 3 is 11 times 5 is 55. So therefore, yung numerator natin ay 36 at yung denominator natin ay 55. So the fraction is x over y or 36 over 55. Letter B. Okay? Next, we have the sum of the digits of a 3-digit number is 14, the hundredths digit being 4 times the units digit. If 594 is subtracted from the number, the order of the digits will be reversed. Find the number. Okay, so let x be the units digit, let y be the tens digit, and let z be the hundreds digit. So the number will be 100z plus 10y plus x since it is a 3-digit number. Okay, so ngayon, base dun sa first statement, the sum of the digits of a 3-digit number is 14. So we have x plus y plus z is 14. Equation 1. Next, the hundredths digit being 4 times the units digit. So yung hundredths digit daw na z is 4 times the units digit which is x. So z equals 4x. Equation 2. Next, if 594 is subtracted from the number, the order of the digits will be reversed. So kung 100z plus 10y plus x yung number, pag sinubtraktan nyo raw ng 594, ang sagot ay yung reverse nito. Ano ba yung reverse nito? So parang babalik na rin yung x sa z, yung y as is lang para naka-reverse na yung number, di ba? So we have 100x plus 10y plus z. Ito yung reversed number, okay? So ngayon, meron tayong 3 equations in 3 unknowns. Okay? So find the number daw. Okay, so simplify natin ito second equation. So parang gawin nating standard. Transpose natin dito si z. So parang magiging 4x minus z is equal to 0. And then ito rin simplify natin. So 100z plus 10y plus x minus 594. Transpose natin dito yung mga numbers. So minus 100x minus 10y minus z is equal to 0. Or pwede naman natin itong i-transpose din dito. So simplify muna natin. 100z plus, minus z is 99z. 10y minus 10y is cancel. X minus 100x is negative. 99x is equal to 594. Okay? Ngayon, pwede nating ma-solve dito yung x and z. Kasi meron tayong 4x minus z. Okay? Equal 0. Pinagbaliktad ko lang. So, kung i-multiply natin itong baba sa 99, magiging 99z minus 99x is equal to 594 minus 99z plus 99 times 4 is 396x is equal to 0. So, elimination na lang tayo. Add natin tong equation. So, makakancel si z, matitira ay si x. So, we have negative 99x plus 396 is 297x is equal to 594. Divide both sides by 297. We have x is equal to 2. Okay, so since x is equal to 2, masasolve na natin dito si z sa equation 2. So parang z is equal to 4 times 2 kasi x is 2. We have z is equal to 8. Okay? And then for y, gamit natin itong equation 1. So x is 2, y is unknown, z is 8 equals 14. So we have y is equal to 14 minus 2 minus 8, or simply 4. So therefore, y is 4, z is 8, and x is 2. So the number is 100 times 8 plus 10, y is 4, plus x is 2. So we have 800 plus 40 plus 2 or 842. So the answer is letter C. Okay? Next we have John started running at a speed of 10 kph. 5 minutes later, Peter started running in the same direction and catches up with John in 20 minutes. What is the speed of Peter? Okay, so motion problem, so gawa tayong table. So we have John and Peter. So rate times time equals distance. So sabi, si John daw ay nagro-run at a speed of 10 kph. So 10 kph tayo, unit natin. Then 5 minutes later, Peter started running in the same direction and catches up with John in 20 minutes. So what is the speed of Peter? So ang ano natin dito ay yung speed ni Peter. Let x yon. So dun tayo sa time. So sabi, nauna raw mag-travel or tumakbo si John ng 5 minutes kasi sumunod si Peter 5 minutes later. Tapos naabutan ni Peter si John in 20 minutes. Yung therefore, yung total time ni John ay 5 minutes plus yung 20 minutes kung saan naabutan na siya ni Peter, which is 25 minutes, right? Kaso ko-convert natin siya sa R kasi kph yung unit natin. So 25 over 60 or simply 5 over 12 hours. Tapos si Peter, ang time niya, 20 minutes kasi doon niya naabutan si John, diba? So 20 over 60 or 1/3. And then, yung distance nila, dapat equal. Kasi nag-catch up si Peter. So, equate natin yung distance nila. So, we have 10 times 5 over 12 is equal to D for John. And 1/3 x is equal to D din. Kasi same sila nung distance ni John. Kasi nag-overtake na si Peter. So, pwede natin masolve dito sa x. Equate na lang natin tong pareho sa isa't isa. Yung 10 times 5 over 12 is equal to 1/3 x. So, therefore, x is equal to, cross-multiply natin itong 3. So, 30 times 5 over 12, bale. 3 times 10, diba? So, we have 12.5 kph. So, the answer is letter B. Okay? Next, we have the cost of labor varies jointly as the number of workers and the number of days they work. If 8 men working 9 days each are paid 576 pesos, in how many days it takes 6 men to earn 624 pesos? Okay, so variation tayo. So let's denote C as the cost. So C daw varies jointly. So kapag varies jointly, parang varies directly yon. Kaso, nakamultiply sa isa't isa yung variable. Ano yung jointly na nagva-vary? Yung workers, saka yung days, yung number of workers and days. So, constant of proportionality K times the product nung workers, let's say W, tsaka yung days, let's say D. So, ito yung equation natin. So, solve natin dapat si K, diba? So, paano natin masasolve si K? Substitute natin yung unang mga given. So, sabi, if 8 men working 9 days are each paid 576, so we have 576 equals to 8 men. So, K times 8, and the number of days is 9. So, we have K is equal to 576 divided by 8 times 9. So, we have 8. So, K is 8. So, masasubstitute na natin yung K na 8 dito sa equation. So, C is equal to 8WD. And then, yung hinahanap, how many days it takes 6 men to earn 624. So, 624 is equal to 8. Ang tinatanong ay how many days. So, anong tong D given yung number of men na 6. So, we have 8 times 6 times D. So, we have D is equal to 624 over 8 times 6. So, we have 13. So, 13 days. So, the answer is letter A. Okay? Next, we have how many liters of water must be added to 35 liters of 89% hydrochloric acid solution to reduce its strength to 75%. Okay, so mixture or solution problem. So, meron daw tayong hydrochloric acid and then dadagdagan natin ng water. Okay? So, initially, yung concentration daw ng hydrochloric ay 89%. Tapos, yung volume niya ay 35 liters. So, 35 times yung concentration niya na 0.89 kasi 89%. So, minab natin yung decimal place ng dalawa patungo sa kaliwa. Okay? Plus, yung liters of water na i-add natin, which is yung anong let x natin. Tapos, yung concentration ng water ay 0. Kasi water lang siya. And then, equate natin dun sa gustong mangyari, which is ma-reduce yung strength to 75%. So, ngayon, ilan na yung total volume nito? 35 plus x. Kasi nagdagdag tayo ng water, diba? Yung volume ng water in x. Multiply natin sa bagong concentration na 0.75. Okay, so therefore, this is our equation. So, we can solve now for x. So, we have 35 times 0.89 plus, cancel na to, equals 0.75 times 35 plus x. Okay, so divide natin both sides by 0.75. Actually, pwede nyo na lang itong i-shift solve. Pero pakita ko na rin. We have 41.5333 equals 35 plus x. Then, transpose si 35. So, 41.5333 minus 35 is equal to x. So, therefore, x is equal to 6.53. So, the answer is letter C. Okay? Next, we have a man sold a book by mistake at 120% of the mark price instead of discounting the mark price by 20%. If he sold the book for 14.40 pesos, what was the price for which he have sold the book? Okay, so instead daw na ma-discountan ng 20% yung mark price ng isang book, ay nadagdagan niya ito ng 20%. So kaya naging 120% times the mark price o yung original price. So ngayon, nung nadagdagan nga rin ng 120%, ang naging kinalabasang halaga ay 14 pesos and 40 cents. Okay, so kung ile-let x natin be the mark price or the original price without any discount, right? So, we have equation of 120% of x equals 14.40. Or itong 120%, pwede natin gawing decimal. Move natin tong decimal place to the left ng dalawa. So, we have 1.2 times x, which is the original price, is equal to 14.40. Now, para ma-solve si x, divide natin both sides by 1.2. So, therefore, x is equal to 12. So, therefore, yung original price ay 12 pesos. So, ngayon ang tanong, magkano raw yung dapat na ibebenta niyang halaga para doon sa libro kung totoo imamark niya talaga ng 20% kasi yun yung gusto niyang mangyari. So, therefore, itong 12 pesos, maminusan pa natin ng 20% so 0.2 nung 12 pesos, yung original price nga. So, it is equal to 9.6 pesos. Or pwede ring 12 times 80% na lang or 0.8 kasi nga yung 100% maminusan mo ng 20%. So, 80% or 0.8 which is the same as 9.6 pesos. So, the answer is letter D. Okay? For a particular experiment, you need 5 liters of 10% solution. You find 7% and 12% solution on the shelf. How much of the 7% solution you mix with the appropriate amount of the 12% solution to get 5 liters of 10% solution? Okay, so, solution or mixture problem. So, sabi, kailangan mo raw ng 5 liters of 10% solution. So, therefore, yung total liters mo na i-combine doon sa 7% tsaka 12% ay 5. So, ano raw yung amount ng 7% tsaka 12%? So, we have, let's say, a solution that is 7% plus a solution that is 12% equals 5 liters of solution that is 10%. Okay, so kung ile-let x natin yung liters of solution para dito sa 7%, therefore, ano yung magiging representation natin para sa volume or amount ng 12% solution? Bale, 5 minus x. Kasi yung total nila ay 5, right? So, therefore, we can have now the equation. So, 7% of x plus 12% of 5 minus x is equal to 10% of 5. Or gawin natin mga decimal. So, we have 0.07x plus 0.12 times 5 minus x is equal to 0.1 times 5. Okay? So, para mawala itong mga decimal point, multiply natin by 100. So, we have 7x plus 12 times 5 minus x is equal to 10 times 5. Okay? Simplify. So, we have 7x plus distribute. So, 60 minus 12x is equal to 50. So, we have 7x minus 12x is negative 5x equals 50. Transpose 60 minus 60. We have negative 5x is equal to 50 minus 60 is negative 10. Divide both sides by negative 5. We have x is equal to 2. So, therefore, the answer is letter C. 2 liters. Okay? Next, we have an engineer and his helper can do a certain job in 3 hours. On a given day, they work together for 1 hour and then the helper left and the engineer finishes the rest of the work in 8 more hours. How long will it take for the engineer to do the job alone? Okay, so let x be the time of engineer to do the job alone. And let y be the time of the helper to do the job alone. Okay, so dahil work problem to, gawa tayo ng table. So, we have engineer and we have the helper. Tapos, rate times time equals work. So, dahil ang representation natin sa time ng engineer to do the job alone ay x, ang rate niya ay 1 over x. Then, dun sa helper, y. So, ang rate niya ay 1 over y. And then, sabi dun sa first statement, they can do a certain job together in 3 hours. So, therefore, yung nalagay nating time dito ay 3. Okay? So, yung work ng engineer bale ay multiply lang natin yung 1 over x sa 3. So, 3 over x, and then yung helper, multiply lang din natin, rate times time. So, 1 over y times 3 is 3 over y. And then, laging ginagawa natin kapag nagwo-work together, ina-add natin yung work nila at ini-equate natin sila sa 1. So, we have 3 over x plus 3 over y is equal to 1. So, this is the equation 1 for the statement 1 that we have on the problem. Then, dun tayo sa statement 2. On a given day, they work together for 1 hour and then the helper left and the engineer finishes the rest of the work in 8 more hours. So, ito pa rin yung representation natin sa rate nila. Kaso, mababago yung time. So, sabi, nag-work daw sila together for 1 hour. So, therefore, yung time nung helper ay 1 hour lang. Kasi nga, sabi dun sa succeeding statement, umalis siya at iniwan niya yung engineer na mag-work pa ng 8 more hours. So, therefore, 8 plus 1, 9 hours yung total na winork ng engineer. So, therefore, ito yung gagamitin nating time for statement number 2. So, the rate times time will be 1 over x times 9 for the engineer. So, we have 9 over x. And then, for the work naman ng helper, 1 lang. So, 1 times 1 over y. So, we have 1 over y. And then, i-add natin yung work nila as 1. So, equal yon sa whole work which is 1. So, this is our equation 2. So, we have 2 variables and we have 2 equations. So, we can solve x and y. So, since ang hinahanap sa problem ay si x o yung time ng engineer to do the job alone, gamit tayo ng elimination. So, eliminate natin tong y para ma-solve natin si x. So, multiply natin tong equation 2 by negative 3. So, we have negative 27 over x. So, distribute minus 3 over y is equal to 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. And then, i-add natin doon sa original equation 1. So, we have negative 27 over x plus 3 over x is simply negative 27 plus 3 over x, right? And then ito, cancel. So, equals, negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. Simplify natin to. Negative 27 plus 3 is negative 24 over x is equal to negative 2. Then, cross multiply. So, we have, parang ito may over 1, right? So, parang we have negative 24 over negative 2 is equal to x over 1 or simply x. So, we have negative 24 divided by negative 2 is positive 12 is equal to x. Okay, so therefore, ito yung time ng engineer to do the job alone, which is 12. So, the answer is letter A, 12 hours. Okay, so that's it for our Algebra 3 Part 2. So, sa next video ko ay tatalakayin ko naman para sa review natin for math ay Algebra 4. So, abangan nyo lang yung next upload ko doon. Okay? So, sana ay may natutunan kayo sa video na to at maraming salamat sa panonood.